Hi. Thank you. Welcome. Look at this. Everybody knows where I've been. Shedding feathers everywhere I go.
Did you end up getting those?
Sorry, what?
Do you need me to I noticed that you're.
Yes, I got them in there.
Thank you.
No problem.
I don't, I started putting context. Hi, you look great. Potter, how you doing? Good, how are you? All right. Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah, I just think it's so funny.
Yeah, so I got my database.
Cigarettes.
Yeah.
Lost a tip to my cigarettes, so if anybody finds it, let me know.
Just get one from Jeff.
Yeah.
Where's your back? Where's your back? You know, when you have to fight her.
Okay, I'm gonna have to use.
That was.
But you do look good.
Dwayne, dressed up like Dwayne's picture.
That's so great. That's awesome.
I don't know if I should be embarrassed or proud that I have this entire outfit in my closet, but.
I see you wear it.
Something, you know.
No.
Yeah, cute little.
You know that-
My inspiration.
Yeah. A couple days later, we, well, we did write in another.
Really in character.
subdivision.
Are you Britney Spears?
I am. That was the one that we did, I told you about.
Yeah, yeah.
Michael Myers.
This one.
Michael Myers. Did you get my notes?
I did. Good looking. Thank you. It was such a trivial amount. Thank you very much.
You're trying to.
Yeah, and so.
Yeah.
It's so trivial to fix it. It's gonna be $400.
Hi, I just saw your message. So let me, I'll check, sorry.
We're just trying to get, you know.
I can't wear those things. They're like make my face. And your eyes don't even look like your eyes. So like if you robbed me, they'd be like, whose eyes do they look like? And I'd be like, Jeff. I don't know. Like they don't even look like your eyes. They don't even look like your eyes.
No, I need help with something right now.
No, yes.
I did, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't respond right away. I was just, I went to a meeting and then I saw it later and I was gonna respond and I saw.
No, you're not.
Like the hard to tell because he's like really proud of it.
I told him whatever.
He's really love that.
I told him this is
Yeah. For you.
Yeah, that may help.
Okay.
Lisa was like, are you?
I can do a couple things to do this.
Not very good.
We're gonna withdraw. Okay. I know. Okay, good. I can hear you. Just start running at me.
You have to trip and fall down.
I have even longer.
I could have totally made a good
Yeah. Uh-huh, for sure.
Probably would have got
Probably. Okay, all right. Hey! Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. All right, we're gonna get started. All my Halloween ghosts and ghouls. Always pay attention. I'm like the substitute. I'm the substitute teacher. Okay, Marcus, can you come up and be our guest donger?
Whoa.
Oh, that Marcus. Yeah, you. Stitch. What did I do? Yeah, you gotta put the hood on.
As long as you laugh, because I laugh every time. I can't stop laughing. Every time.
Okay. Marcus is a newer agent. He's been with us for 30 days. Today's our 30-day anniversary. What do you think so far?
Amazing, it's fun.
You like
I
it?
wanna be as confident as everybody is.
Well, 60 days. It comes with 60 days.
At 60 days, I'll be there.
Okay.
See you guys.
You want to gong us into our meeting? Have you watched
When I
this?
finally get to.
You finally get hit.
Just the right amount of stuff.
Just the right amount. Professional gonger. Okay, I'm the substitute teacher today. Diana's not here, so if we can just all behave, I would really appreciate that. That was gonna go really wrong. So, yeah, exactly.
We thought you were gonna show us a movie.
I was the.
It's not movie day.
What's that?
There's something in there for her.
Oh, shoot, there is? I barely know how to work this computer. All right, well, we're gonna do our best. See, already, okay, thank you. I literally have no idea what I'm doing. Brooke said I could just hit this thing and it should go.
I know, because it's. He's gonna have this.
All right, you're the best. Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Wait, how do I change the thing?
You might need an arrow.
Yeah, I mean,
I choose to use that after my voice too.
all right. All right. Right, when you, yep, Lisa can do that. Okay, so our mission, vision, value, belief system, we go over this. One of it, I think that I love so much about KW is how much fun we have today and how we all participate. So thank you everybody who dressed up.
Almost all.
Almost all, that's okay. It's better than when we started last week and everybody was telling me they weren't dressing up. And then I went around and threatened a few people and here we are.
We have that on video, right?
We have it on video. Okay, I'm taking my gloves off.
You can take it up with HR.
Okay. Charlie, I'll see
Okay.
you afterwards.
Join us November 7th. This is awesome. We're going to be doing blessing baskets. We will be having pizza and salad from Rosati's with a little donation. Blessing baskets with CJR Group, which I think she's trying to.
Tina, I'm here. I don't know if you
Yay.
guys can hear me. We have two different things going on. The lunch next week is to honor our veterans for Veterans Day. The Milwaukee Homeless Veterans Initiative will be there. We've done this. This is our third year. So we ask for a minimum $10 donation for pizza and salad from Rosati's next week. And then we will be, all of that money will go to the Milwaukee Homeless Veterans Initiative, and their executive director will be there to speak a little bit and honor all of our veterans. And then the blessing baskets, we've done, this is our third year as well. Last year, some of our agents were kind enough to participate. So this is a blessing basket for veterans. We'll have the list of things that go into a laundry basket, and whoever is donating is invited to a happy hour at the New Berlin Ale House. You can come have a beer and some apps on me, and bring a basket that will provide a Christmas dinner for one of our veterans in need.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. So if you have any questions, reach out to Chris or Nikki Couliard, and we will see you on the 7th, Chris. All right, we have some welcomes. Daniela Popovic, Zacharias Hoey, and Marcus, who is our official donor today. So welcome, everybody. If you see them in the office, make sure to stop by and say hello. Oh, we still have some more welcomes. So sorry. Callie Andler, Janelle Seidel, and Jordan Wagner. These guys are working really hard. They're working on a 30, 60, 90-day action plan. They do have homework from me. Some of it is to shadow open houses, shadow listing appointments. I've told them that they need to be reaching out to you guys, so expect calls from them. And Tabitha Roman is joining the All, or has joined the All in Real Estate team. Job. And congratulations to Cal Shuttle for her first closing. Defender Dawn. Dressed for the part today. I mean, really, seriously. Could not be any better.
It's Halloween. All right, so quick reminder, you guys, that today's the last day to pay your DMR dues where you can save $25. So if you have not done that yet, the price just tomorrow will go up $25. So if you haven't done that, good idea to save 25 bucks today. You can still obviously pay them even if you don't pay them today. They're due in December. And then once you get your receipt emailed to you, just forward that to Sarah. Her email is sarah@sarahpapp.com, so very easy to remember. And then a couple of reminders for the compliance line. So the number's up there. I hope at this point everybody has that saved in their phone. So if you have questions as you're filling out a contract, if you have an ethics question, if you're having anything related to doing your job and you need some help, you can call that number. Always call with a 911 need. Sometimes we get questions from people saying they'll get a text and say, like, is it a good time to call right now? And like, when in doubt, just call. Like, don't wait for the text to come through, just call, especially if it's a 911. If it's a general question though, it's helpful for us if you just call between like normal hours, like 9 to 6. 911's call anytime, but if it's a question like, hey, I was just wondering and thinking about something, if you could keep it to like general times, that would be awesome. Just for the people who are manning the compliance hotline. If it gets into like 8 or 9 o'clock, like some of us are getting ready for bed and getting kids to bed and all that good stuff. So just, general questions during the day, 911's call anytime. If you get a voicemail, we'll call you back. So don't, if you call, leave a voicemail because then we'll know that it is a 911 and we'll call you back. Any questions about that?
Do we have an email?
No, no, I don't need another email. Text Terry. I know. And then we've had some questions about getting credit for closing. So if you are somebody who's in the fund situation where you have both sides of a transaction, you have a listing and a buyer decides to write an offer as a customer on your listing, you should create two opportunities. You have two people that like two buyer and a seller, you should have two opportunities, one opportunity for your listing, one opportunity for your buyer. And then both of those opportunities need to have the commission submitted in order to get credit for 2 units. So the problem we were having is people were saying, hey, I think my units are off. I should have had 3 this month instead of 2. And it was because one was a double pop and they did not fill out 2 opportunities. You do need to submit commission for both opportunities as well. If you want to split it between the 2, you can. If you want to put all of the dollars under one opportunity and the other $0 in just a unit, you can do that too. If you love math, you can divide it between the 2. It's up to you. And then just a quick reminder too, we've got MLS will be here during our contract training on Monday, so those are on Zoom at noon on Monday. So if you ever have questions about contracts, come to those. They're every single week. And Jared from MLS will be there this Monday.
Sweet.
Awesome, thanks.
All right. I unfortunately don't have a lot of data to present to you today. Actually, I have no data to present to you today, but I will next week when I'll give you a little deep dive as to what we saw in October, because I'm really interested to see, based off of what we saw after August and September, where October sits. So stay tuned, because that'll be next week. Second thing is, does anybody, this is a totally random thought stream of consciousness, does anybody seen that TV show with the game show where everybody shows up in costumes? It's usually like 10 a.m. during the week.
Deal or no deal?
Deal or no deal? Who said that? Deal or no deal? Standing up here looking at all of you, I feel as if it's deal or no deal. So I missed the memo on dressing up, my apologies. But here's what in our mission, vision, values, beliefs, and perspectives in the Y4C2Ts, communication is one of our big key bedrocks, and communication is seek first to understand. And we have a few organizational announcements that I want to give to the group so that you're here directly from me as to some things that are going on in the universe. Cool? Sweet. And feel free to speak up or ask questions. First, I'm going to give a little bit of a plug. A is a thank you. If you served on the 2023 ALC this year, will you do me a favor and stand up? She doesn't break character.
I know.
So last week, one of the things that we've implemented that has been really successful is once a quarter, we've combined all the ALCs for a combined meeting. We hosted one in January, we hosted one in March or April, we hosted one in July, and then, yes.
What is an ALC?
Great question, Pat Connor. The ALC is the Agent Leadership Council that is comprised of, we interview people who are in the top 20% of total productivity within the office. And it's a council that meets on a monthly basis that gives two-way dialogue to the leadership team to ensure that there is a counterbalance and an opportunity for feedback so that we as leaders are doing what it is that you ask of us to do and how we deliver our value proposition. Make sense?
Yep.
And you have to be in the top 20% so that those that are giving the feedback as to how the company is being run and led is those that do the most amount of productivity. Seems like it works really well. And one of the things that we did, it was new this year, is we took time out of our schedules once a quarter to get the groups from the other 3 locations, including Southwest, so the 4 locations, to come together to spend time together so that they could mastermind and share best practices and give different ideas in a way in which they normally wouldn't slow down enough to spend time together. Just to be totally honest with you, of like 50 people in the room, you would never get those 50 people in the same room, which was awesome. So last week we hosted our last combined ALC meeting out in Richfield at this place called Heiliger Eagle. We did a morning meditation and kind of like used the time to center ourselves. We did a hike up during the fall foliage. It was awesome. And just like got the group together for lunch in a variety of different ways. This is some of the group that was there, not all the group. But I just wanted to take time to say thank you to the 2023 ALC. Now, where I'm going with that is now starting in November, we are beginning the process with Deej and Tina to select 2024 ALC members. Here's what I think that you should be thinking about if you're called upon to have a conversation about serving on the ALC in 2024. I think it will be one of the most important times in our industry based on what's going on with certain lawsuits and a variety of other ways in which that we approach our business and how commission is handled moving forward. And I think the ALCs in all of our locations will have in 2024 a true meaningful role in how we shape the narrative as to what we do in Milwaukee and how we set the pace for our peers and other brokerages as well. And I think that that will be very much so a big piece of the 2024 ALC. So stay tuned as we start going through the process of what that looks like for 2024. Cool? Sweet. One other organizational announcement, and then I'll get out of your guys' way. Today, we're making an announcement that Focus Title Transaction Management and Vox Services Transaction Management have done a merger. And here's the truth to it. Focus Title Transaction Management last year did 1,300 transactions in which that they oversaw and provided leverage and support to. And for those that don't know, it's anytime you need it, you can hire an admin for hire on any deal. You can do it for 1 deal, you can do it for 10 deals. And we created scale, but we ran into a problem. We didn't intend to create a company that had any sort of scale. We intended to just provide really great services so that people wouldn't have to go and hire talent if they didn't need to, and the time would be there. Well, then we created scale within a title company that wanted nothing to do with transactions. I mean, not nothing to do, but just didn't want to focus on it from an operational and efficiency standpoint. And there were some problems of people looking up and saying, isn't that a RESPA violation that a title company is offering services to someone? And so we had to look at this a little harder and say, yeah, we probably should. Vox, which is run by an incredible person named Lindsay and Steve Weber. Lindsay, for perspective, ran the administrative team for the J. Schmidt Group forever and a day until about 2 years ago. And then she split off to run her own team and offers transaction management services. They're the #2 player in the space. Lindsay woke up one day and realized she had created enough scale in the place, but when the one person or 2 people that she had working for her decided to move on, she was in a really tough spot as to how does she service a handful of raw agents that she serves, and how do you move forward? And so I went to Lindsay one day and said, hey, what if we got married? We're probably we're stronger and better together than we are working independently and apart, right? And so we kind of came together and said, wow, the problems I have, I think you can solve, and the problems you have, I think I can solve. And so what we did is we literally took the teams and we blended the teams. So you'll notice Julie, who has since taken over for Leah Miller, who is down here and doing a great job. The team and the band is all still together. Leah Talon, who is working at Vox, comes together, and we view it as the way forward for us in a way in which that we can create operational efficiencies and offer an elevated level of service. And in the event, I'll just use a real example. Julie, who's in the room, when Julie goes on vacation, guess what? Who cares? I mean, Julie, I love you. But I'll tell you, her clients don't care. They still expect the same great level of service. And so it was creating issues when Julie wanted to take time off, or Renee wanted to take time off, or Leah wanted to take time off. It put a lot of pressure and stress on them. And yet we have a great group of professionals that can all cover for each other now. We have some operational efficiencies that we're working on and towards. And that is going into effect immediately. And I wanted you guys to hear it from me before we sent out a note that will be coming out here later on this afternoon. Cool? Awesome. Any questions here? Comments, feedback? Good? Sweet.
Just that the only thing I'll change really is the email. I will be sending out my new email to people.
Perfect. Other than that, band's all coming together. It's like if Foo Fighters and Red Hot Chili Peppers came together.
Oh, come on.
Oh. All right, here we go. Cotter, I love it. No. All right, top workplaces survey. On Monday, we sent out a reminder email. It came from Energage. Right, I appreciate those that have responded. We currently sit at 20% response rate. We have to get above 35% in order to be a participant. The last 2 years, we were rated #1 in southeastern Wisconsin. That does not come lightly on me in terms of the responsibility we have. And I appreciate, it's totally anonymous. We don't get to see any of the feedback, but I like to see where we sit amongst other businesses in southeastern Wisconsin. And I would appreciate if you haven't filled it out, if you take 2 minutes to fill it out. Cool? Awesome. Last thing, one last pitch. Thank you. 2 weeks ago, I came and said, hey, look, I need your guys' help. We're trying to throw a really fun party for everybody, but I don't know who's coming and who's not coming. Can you respond? And as of this morning, 497 people said, I'm coming. And I was like, oh, shit. Okay. Okay, we gotta go back to the drawing board. No, I'm kidding. Which is awesome, but if you haven't, this is my like kind of final pitch, because we're about 4 weeks away from a planning perspective. If you haven't RSVP'd yet, whether you're coming or not, would appreciate it if you would, just so we can plan. And we're looking forward to a really fun night. We have some great stuff planned, and it'll be a lot of fun with a lot of people. Cool? Awesome. That's all I have. Tina, I'll flip it back to you.
And when you RSVP for the holiday party too, if you're looking at staying, we did book a room and I thought it was very interesting. You get a ukulele and a record player. So my assumption is there's records in the room too, right? Or do it's BYOR? I don't know. I was thinking about that. So anyways, so they looked really cool. So we're gonna make a little bit of a weekend of it. We're actually gonna do like a little date in our own town and spend kind of the weekend down there. So, and the rooms weren't bad. So that's an option as well. Okay, training this week. Well, it's really like, this is the November training calendar. So who's going to bowl tomorrow? Okay, awesome. What did we think about second step bold? Any takeaways? Anybody have any key pieces of advice?
It's the toughest day in all of bold.
Catherine?
So something I took away from second training was that elite agents price a home where it should be, not where a seller wants it. And
That's gonna be even more important now as those are some tough discussions. I know that we have some script practice and role plays that happen on Tuesdays at 9:30. That would be great to script practice and role play around, because I think sellers still have one concept of what their prices or homes are worth, and we have to gently direct them to another. Sheila?
Oh, do you want something else from that?
Yeah, sure. I saw your hand was raised.
Lead follow-up is 90% of the business. So that's a big percentage.
Yeah, for sure. There's no use to go do an open house unless we do anything after it, right? And there's a lot of times that happens, right? You like pack up your signs, you're like, oh, it's Saturday. Like, well, what did we just do? So yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Well, we have some great trainings coming on in November. If the training with Jared, I don't know if you guys have ever seen him, but I always think MLS training is great. I always find out even after 11 years, there's still parts of MLS that I don't know and don't know how to use. So that's a great one. That'll be on Zoom. We've got vision boards in Lake Country. So if you missed the vision boards here, you can head out to Lake Country to do that. We've got our very own Nicole Saki doing financial literacy. Do you want to say anything about that, Nicole?
Speech.
The Lake Country office just invited me to come out and do my KWKC class about mastering the basics of money.
Awesome. So even though it's in Lake Country, it's a good time to go out there and see it and see our very own Nicole Saki talking about something that she's extremely passionate about. On the 22nd, our office is closing at noon, and then it's already Thanksgiving, which is unbelievable. How many people are participating in Pi Day? Our Pi Day reservations are due Friday. Monday. Okay, so make sure to get those in, be making your calls. I know I felt like James Kirkeberg's been making calls like a lot.
Yeah.
Like I hear him constantly.
He's gonna do a poll 100 yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. How'd it go? Good? You got through all 100? And you're making that like a pretty regular thing, is that what I understand?
Every Monday until the end of the poll.
Wow.
That's amazing.
All right. Okay, so how many people were in the room with you yesterday?
Just James.
Just James. Anybody want to commit to be in the room with him next Monday? Oh, very good.
What is he doing?
A bold 100. Does somebody want to explain what a bold, so bold 100 is where you make 100 contacts in one day. So you start early in the morning and you don't stop until you make 100 contacts in one day.
It's not calls, it's contacts.
Yeah.
You gotta connect.
Right,
like you
so
said.
contacts, yeah.
but just- Some
Yeah.
people might say like, oh, I'll make 100 calls. It's like 275 calls probably
Right,
to get 100 contacts.
yeah.
340.
340 it took you?
With the reverse.
Good though. Wow. You have people call you?
I tried, I mean, it helps.
No, there, you can set it up that way. You can look on Pivot Shift and it's pretty cool. You might wanna.
I mean, I made Facebook posts begging people to call in.
So
You're an inspiration, that's awesome.
when you were calling, what were the conversations that you were having?
I broke it up into like 4 things. So in the beginning, I was calling my sphere, and I milked my sphere dry, and I started cold calling. And when I ran out of leads to cold call, I was calling people who registered for my seminar. As many different ways you can talk to people as possible. You're gonna run out of all your lists.
Sure. And do you have leads that came from that?
7 people registered for my seminar.
7 people registered for a seminar. Old 100's work. If 100 seems scary, at least like, I don't know, bold 20, you got it, even if you start small, it's something. Or if you're new and you're like, I don't even know what these conversations look like, just come up and listen to the agents that are up here having these conversations. They would be totally happy to have you. And I'm sure it gets lonely in this room. So, James.
You had some really, really great conversations. I was definitely eavesdropping. Like, there are people out there that want to do business with us, and he was finding them, and we can find them too.
Yeah. Just gotta make the calls. That's, yes.
And I would say going forward too, you can use some of your calls to remind your people that RSVP for Pi Day about actually coming on that Saturday, picking it up, so you're not left with a gazillion pies. So that's a good use of that, those Monday calls, is to remind your
Awesome. And I think it's great. Every Monday till Bold is over. That's an amazing accomplishment. So good for you, Ethan. I appreciate that. So moving on, we've got vision boards with Janine Warner. That is at North Shore, and that is, when is the date? Thursday, 9 a.m. Thanks. I couldn't read it. Thursday, 9 a.m. Did anybody participate in the vision boards here? Yeah, good. Awesome. All right. Don't forget about MLS with Jared, November 6th. We talked about that. I'm having a virtual career night on November 7th. So if anybody knows anybody who's thinking about getting into real estate, talk to them about joining that. It's going to be on Zoom. We're going to have our coaches talk about the productivity coaching program. I'll go over licensing requirements. I'm going to pick somebody from the PC program to talk to. So just make sure you guys answer my call when I call you. But it's a great informational session. So you can direct them to them. It's on our website. It's on our Facebook pages, the external and internal, or if you need the link, we'll send it out after the meeting.
Is that only for people that are not licensed at all or in it at all?
Yeah, because we're gonna go over licensing requirements. If somebody's already licensed, then, Diana and I would prefer to have just a sit-down meeting with them and a little bit more in depth. Right now, their questions are just like, where do I go to get licensed? Right. Where did my first deal come from? So we kind of go over all that stuff in there.
This is another good topic to bring up if you're making 100 calls. You've already asked them about, are they gonna move? You can say like, you know anybody who's interested in a job in real estate?
That's brilliant.
You can call all 340 people again.
Hey, I totally forgot to ask you. Yeah, that actually is that's great. That's a great idea. So yeah, so if you want information about this, just go ahead and ask. And, oh my gosh, okay. So Innovation is having their second annual chili cook-off November 7th at 12 p.m. Looks like we can participate, I'm assuming. So can we? Yeah. All right, cool. Let's, how us. Maybe we should talk about having our own. If we had a chili cook-off, who'd participate? Oh, shush.
I won the last one in 2019.
Yeah, we did.
Sounds like there's, we'll pick a date.
Yeah, show me the.
We'll pick a date and we'll do it. Okay, that sounds fun. Okay, cool. All right, financial literacy with Nicole, we talked about that. Looks like we have our meet and greet breakfast for all new agents. That's a great time for you guys to come. And then it looks like Chris Ruskwick's going to be talking about the one thing, the lies and time blocking. So that's November 17th. We'll have more information come out about that. Scott's Budget Mastermind, November 17th at 1 as well. Do you have anything you'd like to say about that?
I would just say from 12 to 1, we're doing an intro. For anyone that's curious about what it is, I would come to that because we'll explain it all in detail and you'll be set up for success in 2024. The Pi Day, a lot of the top teams and agents take advantage of Pi Day. And I'll say a lot of the top agents and teams all do this and know their numbers. If you really, no one wants to do this, no one wants to run, no one wants to do any of that, or no one wants to weigh themselves. But like, this is basically the weighing yourself version of knowing your numbers. Very important. Come at noon, check it out.
Is that 1 Eastern time then?
Yeah. It's Friday.
Well, it's the intro, like to understand it is 12 to 1, and then 1 to 2 is the actual mastermind.
Okay.
So the 17th is a Friday, not a Wednesday.
Okay, well, how about we send out a corrected email with all the correct information? So is it November, it's November 17th? Okay,
It's
okay.
not Wednesday because of bold.
Okay.
So it's normally Wednesdays, but we changed it to Friday because of bold.
Got it. Okay, so even if you're new, brand new, 30 days in the business, if there's an intro session on it, like Scott said, I highly encourage you to do it. Get a hold of your finances right now. Don't do it like I did, and then all of a sudden I'm years into it and have to spend 4 months just trying to figure it out. Start your business off with the right footing right away, and this is definitely part of it. So if you're new, plan on attending this.
Is the 12 o'clock portion also on Zoom?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll send out the corrected information.
We're just seeing if you paid attention.
The 23rd, the Milwaukee Turkey Trot. I think we have the Trotters.
Yeah, the Keller Williams Trotter. So we have a team, so you can sign up and register, and then there's a 5K and a 8K. You can run or walk, and then it benefits Hunger Task Force. But yeah, join our team.
So you can run or walk, but can you trot?
You can try, yeah.
No, that look like that.
All options.
All options.
Like that fast walk, you know,
Trying to have like a little,
Yeah, like that.
Shimmy.
You know, like
you
that.
could shimmy.
Do however you want
Moonwalk it if you want.
Okay, that'd be interesting. And don't forget about our holiday cocktail party. This is the 3rd annual. This is gonna be on December 12th. There is going to be a white elephant. Yeah, go
Can I say
ahead.
a couple things?
Of course, come on up. Come on
I just
down.
want to point out how cute I look though.
Yes,
So this is actually our 3rd annual. I wanted, because some people don't know how it started. So when Jay and I brought our team over from Remax 3 years ago, was it? It was crazy. It was like, we had a huge team and just making that transition, you know, when you leave one brokerage and you try to start another, oh, I tell you, I ended up with cold sore. It was so bad, but everybody here was so appreciative. I mean, we were appreciative of everybody's help, I guess is what I want to say.
Yes.
And welcoming us and just bending over backwards to get us on board and help us with command. So by the time December rolled around, we came over in May and we made it through the summer and we could finally breathe because we, you know, were settled in. So I decided that we're gonna throw a cocktail party to thank everyone. So now we're on the 3rd annual one. So it really was just because we just love everyone here at the Market Center. We love working with you all and we want to just have a fun event for everybody. We're going to provide, you know, some beverages, but you're all welcome to bring your favorite beverage. And same thing with snacks. It's not a sit-down dinner. I think we're going to commandeer that one conference room and set up the food in there. And so like kind of hearty snacks. Something you can, you know, walk around with and not have to sit down. So anyway, just mark it on your calendar. It's starting at, I think, 3 in the afternoon, we finally decided on, and bring your favorite beverage, bring a snack or some Christmas cookies or something, and what, I can't talk that. I know they're all laughing.
Wait, I have some questions. The white elephant, can you talk a little bit about the white elephant part of it?
Diana actually thought that would be fun to add that piece in.
Okay.
Play like a game while we're here, so I'm not sure, kind of, the white elephant is where you buy something. Usually it's some kind of comical thing or I don't know if it's a
We'll get you
used.
details.
We'll get you deep.
Yeah.
We'll send out details.
Yeah.
We'll
so
send out
I
the
don't know
rules.
that. So basically though, for the white elephant, if you bring something and you wanna play, then you're in. You don't have to do it, but if you do, you know, hopefully we'll have enough people to make it fun and you, I don't know, we'll figure that out. But anyways, just come and I think we're gonna also do like an ugly sweater day possibly that day.
We'll
maybe.
finalize
I don't
those
know, we gotta
details.
find out. So that's all I
Mark
have
it
to
on
know.
your calendar, plan to be there. Okay, now it's time for some spooky fun. So first, I want to send a big thank you out to Lynn Marhaka and Focus Title, the amazing Lynn. She provided a little treat mix today. And she went to Diana's office last week and was like, it's Halloween. Are we have anything planned? Are we gonna do anything fun? So we're gonna play a little game. So first, we're just gonna start off with logistics. I need everybody, do you remember when you were in school and you had to count off by like sixes, like 1, 2, 3? Okay, we're gonna start that. Everybody remember your number. I swear, if somebody doesn't remember their number, be so mad.
1, 3.
4.
You're not playing.
I'm not?
No.
Okay.
You can. You're a judge. 6.
7.
1. Start off on 1. Only goes to 6, sorry.
Okay, 1.
2.
3, 4,
6.
1,
2, 3, 4,
5.
6.
1.
2,
3.
4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3,
4.
5,
6, okay. Catherine? You're not playing. Charlie, you're playing?
3.
5.
Charlie can play, but I can't. 2, 3.
5.
Scott's so hurt.
Okay. All my ones come up here. 2's here. 3's here.
All 3.
4's over here. 5 and 6 still. 5.
You guys are ones?
We're 1. Oh, you didn't have to move.
But,
Everybody find their group? Okay. This is what we're doing. Is everybody instructions? Everybody listening? You're gonna get a bag and you are gonna have 10 minutes to take the content out of it. So you're gonna pick one person from your group and you're gonna make the best costume out of it. And then we're gonna take the test and you guys are gonna win some awesome prizes. So you're gonna win. Don't start. Don't start.
All right.
Wait, I need my timer. Okay, you can
What do you want to win? Put it all Well, one of these guys will be his pet.
I think it's more.
This is like. Destruction of the confusion.
I mean, this is good. It's a cape, it's a cape, so it goes like this.
Okay, yeah.
It's a cape.
Oh.
What is
Well, that made me feel like sometimes it'll be a firefighter.
Yeah. And then you gotta have a pet. A pet. Are you a cow? You had a cow? Oh, you could have two pets. You got it? What did you connect it to? We have to like explain what it is.
Oh, I see, they make the new guy do it, huh?
Whoever didn't dress up.
Oh, it's whoever,
We're dressed up, so I can add more stuff.
And he's saving the pet, what he's saving the pet. I don't
Yes, exactly.
I have an artist money check on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're asking about that this morning.
I have Jack Skeleton costume I bought. And I forgot. I know, it's terrible. It's terrible. I have it at home. I had an 8 I had like an 8 AM I don't usually have, and then like my morning was so rushed up. It's like, I got here and I was like,
I love it. How are we doing?
So where are we at?
My son was 11, I had to go pick him up from school and take him over, make sure he's okay. I'm gonna leave now, you seem fine. I'll be back in 2 hours.
what do you guys got? Is that you got it all? Okay. All right, I'll take it.
Oh, you have to wait.
I just, if you want to bribe me, you can bribe me. That's all. I like fixes. I like money. I like PBR. I'm not compliant. I'll break the rules.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, like everybody else does that. Well, we're overachievers. Yeah. Explanation. Yes, thank you. Taking one for the team.
You guys want
Next time.
We've got 1 minute.
Right here. Every Tuesday.
Tell me your cost.
Okay, time is up. Everybody, time's up.
It's always on Tuesdays. So that's kind of.
I'll take
I also have. Hey, look at mine. What about mine?
Oh, nice, I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't, at this point, I don't know.
Pretty random stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what the creativity of a bunch of realtors looks like right here. And our official judges are going to be our very own Lynn Marhefka and Scott Claus. So, and we can do a little round of applause too, if you want. So I guess introduce yourself and tell us the name of your costume. Good luck, Katie.
I'm Harrison Zanoni, and the name of my costume is Carrie Keller.
Make that up right now.
Totally.
Wow, that was really good.
That was Miss Improv over here.
Yeah, that was
That
Lisa.
was really
That was Lisa.
good.
Don't forget about the shoes.
Yeah.
Don't miss the shoes.
Yeah, don't forget my shoes. Yeah, my name is Katie. We did not come up with a name other than Crackhead Katie. Yeah.
I am a lead hunter, a KW agent hunting for leads. This is so when I cry because they say no. I also can intimidate them.
Oh.
With me. That's all we have.
Awesome.
I am a Bonnie buyer agent and I have my closing gift already. And this is my mold sniffing dog to find any mold in the house. Yeah, I've got my snacks because I'm doing a lot of showings today. So I've got those and in case my buyers are hungry, I got a few snacks in here for them too. And if it rains, I'm ready. If it's cold, I'm ready.
Wow.
I am global warming. My little fire cake, a nice flower up here, kind of ready for anything.
Yeah, Marcus.
Peter Prosper, I'm definitely a messed up Santa Claus.
You're bad Santa. Bad Santa. Bad Santa.
You look like a Santa who's going to rob.
Okay, do Scott and.
Scott, go ahead and pick one up.
I gotta say it out loud.
Yeah, so everybody knows.
Who's
Yep.
your favorite? Uh-oh, don't forget who bribed you.
That's true. What
Listen,
do
there
you
can
do?
be
What do you
crowd,
do? You
there
gotta
can be
pick two?
crowd participation too to kind of make him,
Sorry, I don't have
you
my
know,
control.
lead him in a direction.
It's gonna be equally split.
So it's gonna be the tiebreaker.
Oh, man.
Like all the teams cheers for two.
We could do it that way, we could just go, we could have them cheer.
Okay, do
Yeah,
that.
all right,
I had my pick, but yes,
Oh.
let's do it this way, because it's.
Go ahead.
because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
I would do both.
We can do one of each.
You
One of
do
each.
that, do this one first.
One of each. Instead of the
Yeah.
And then we vote.
All right,
That's even.
round of applause for Harrison or Mary Geller. Katie, our scarecrow. One for our lead hunter. Bonnie, the buyer's agent. Global warming.
I gotta go with Bad Santa. Cause he scares me.
Hey, I have a sword.
That's true.
Charlie,
Yeah.
pick number 2 for me, please.
I gotta give global warming that.
Yeah.
Come to me, I got some gift cards here.
Nice.
Thank you so much for participating.
They were not my boots.
Everybody knows you would just have them.
I would have them now.
You can put all your stuff back in the bag.
And I've got the bag for all this stuff.
Not good.
That's what I'm saying.
Should we take,
we should all take it. We should get everybody in a group picture.
Oh, actually, if we can just get a quick group picture if you're dressed up today, or even if you're still in your costume, that would be awesome.
Group picture.
Group picture, group
All right.